Math Module 5, Lesson 16. I can draw trapezoids to clarify their attributes and define trapezoids based on those attributes. Make sure everything I do in the video you're doing in your workbook. Good luck! Right below where it says Module 5, Lesson 16, Concept Development, you are going to write the definition of a trapezoid. So you're going to be writing trapezoids equal quadrilaterals, so that means they have 4 sides. Yes, you're writing that. With at least one set of parallel sides, so that means it could be 1 or 2 sets of parallel sides. So next, we're going to be skipping to number 3. Problem number 1, sort polygons by number of sides. So we're going to turn the page and we're going to sort them by the number of sides. Here is the page that has all of our polygons. We have 15 polygons here. 3 across, 5 down. That makes 15 polygons. In the upper left-hand corner, you're going to write the number of sides for each of these polygons. Click pause and do that now. So letter A has 4, B as well, C has 5, D is 4, E is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F is 4, G is 4, H is 1, 2, 3, 4, I is 3, J is 4, K is 4, L is 5, M is 6, N is 4, and O has 0, because in order for it to have a side, it has to have straight edges, and we don't have any straight edges. So we're going to flip back, and we're going to write the number of sides and what letters have that. So in problem 1, we're going to write 0 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, and 6 sides, and then we're going to write the letters that match. So we're going to be flipping back and forth to see all of our polygons. So you should copy exactly like I did and leave about the same amount of space as I did as well. So don't write huge because you aren't given a huge amount of space. And then start flipping back and forth and writing what letter matches each. So I will show you one. I could say for letter A, it has 4 sides. So now click pause and fill in the rest of the letters, the other 14 polygons, with the number of sides that they have. These are the polygons for the number of sides. Make sure that yours matches mine. The order might be different. I went in alphabetical order, but you need to make sure you have all the correct letters at the correct number of sides. Problem number 2. Sort the polygons into trapezoids and non-trapezoids. So let's review the definition of a trapezoid. Trapezoid is quadrilaterals, 4 sides, with at least one set of parallel sides. So 1 or 2 sets of parallel sides. So I need to find those quadrilaterals, 4-sided figures, that have 1 or 2 sets of parallel sides. So now in the right-hand corner of each box, I'm going to write T for trapezoid or NT, not a trapezoid. So I immediately know my not trapezoids are my 5, 6, 0, or 3-sided figures. So not a trapezoid. So I would like you to now label all of the figures that are not trapezoids, meaning they are not 4-sided figures. Click pause and do so. So now I've immediately gotten rid of my 5, 6, 3, and 0-sided figures. But now I need to look at my four-sided figures and see, do I have at least one set of parallel sides? Then it's trapezoid. If there's no parallel sides, meaning if I would extend them forever, they would never cross. So if they don't have any of those parallel sides, then it's not a trapezoid. So now I'm going to go through my four-sided polygons, and I'm going to identify, do they have parallel lines? If they do, they're trapezoids, so I'm going to put a T in the upper right-hand corner. Please click pause and do so. Now check your polygons with mine. Notice that some of my four-sided figures don't have parallel lines, such as F. All of my sides, if I had the sides that are kind of like facing each other, they would connect. They would intersect. They would cross. 4 is pretty obvious, and those will definitely cross since they make all these points. Letter G. If I extend these lines, they're eventually going to cross around here. Same thing with N. If I extend this line and this line, they eventually will cross. They look close to being parallel, but they're not quite. So make sure you have all of your trapezoids and non-trapezoids labeled properly. So now we're going to label and make a list of trapezoids and non-trapezoids. So now you are going to be flipping back and forth and writing the letters that represent the trapezoid shapes and writing the letters that represent the non-trapezoids. So I will give you an example. For the non-trapezoids, letter C would be the first. Please click pause and finish your list. This is what polygons were trapezoids and those that were not trapezoids. So notice there were a lot less trapezoids than non-trapezoids, all because it needed to be four-sided and have at least one or two sets of parallel sides. Make sure yours matches mine. If not, fix it. So problem number 3, draw a trapezoid according to the definition of a trapezoid. So remember, it says a trapezoid is a quadrilateral, 4 sides, that has at least one set of parallel sides. So we need those parallel sides to be straight. So you're going to use your protractor, and we're going to use the straight edge right down here, or even right here, both are straight, to help us create those parallel sides. So mine, I'm going to tell you right now, are not going to be completely straight, only because of how I'm making it on a tablet. So I'm going to attempt. So I'm going to make a set of parallel sides, or parallel lines. Alright, so I have parallel. If I extend these lines, they will never intersect, meaning they'll never touch. So now I have my parallel sides. Now, I could make, technically, another set of parallel sides, but I'm not going to in this case. So now I'm just going to connect my ends, and I'm going to use my ruler to try to make them straight. And so I'm using that straight edge again. Alright, now I'm doing the last set of connecting. Ooh, that was not good. Let's try that again. Alright, so now I have my trapezoid. I have the set of parallel lines. They won't intersect. So I label them with a dash showing those are parallel. And I can't mark the left and the right sides, because if I would continue on, they're going to connect right about there. So they aren't parallel because they will intersect. They'll cross each other. Now the last thing you're going to do for problem 4 is you're going to measure and label its angles. So you're going to be using your protractor. And if you notice in the middle of the protractor, right above that 3, it may be slightly different on yours. Do you see the little dot? That's where the corner of my trapezoid needs to go. And then notice that the corner is in the line, and then the little lines, see how everything, my parallel line, my straight edge is lined up along that? That tells me that I'm going to be able to measure the angle. So now, here's the problem. My trapezoid isn't big enough for me to read the angle, so I'm going to have to use the straight edge to extend the line so I can read its angle. So I'm going to do it in a different color. You will just do it with your pencil. Alright, so now let's measure this corner. So just like I had talked before, I'm going to put the corner right in that little circle. Then I need to make sure that I'm lined up with this little line that's right there, as well as over here. So now I'm going to read the angle. So notice the angle goes from here to there. So this is 0 because it goes 0 to 10. So 0 is where this line is extending to. That's where I start. So I'm going to count starting at 0 until I get to this line. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, but I'm one line after 70, so that would be 71. I'm going to move my protractor, and I'm going to, in the corner where I measured that angle, where I put that line, so that's my angle symbol, and I'm going to, right next to it, write 71 degrees. So that's the angle for that one corner. I have 3 more corners that I have to measure. So I'm going to just show you how I'm going to set up the next corner, because I'm going to actually have to flip my protractor around. See this little gray line? So I need to make sure that my trapezoid line is lined up directly with it so that this is a straight line. And then I'm going to have to extend, using my pencil, this angle. And so I'm technically measuring this with this. And so I got to get my straight edge and extend that line. And then I'm going to start counting from 0, 10, 20, all the way until whatever this extended line gets to. And I need to do that for all 4 angles, all 4 corners. So please do that for yours. And what should happen is if you add up all 4 of your angles, all 4 of the angles of your corners should equal 360 degrees. That tells you if you measured your angles properly. Good luck!